little shoes and walk among the groups of two. It's not our deal, it's just how we feel. It's a shame we're easily amused. The only cure for this forward motion is to make emotion fly away. The air is cold, but the water's not frozen. I see ripples rolling every day. Cast a stone and get a hardcore view. Catchphrase of the day is that it's true. There's no coffee talk and only one way to please. It's a shame what you do moves me. The only cure for this forward motion is to make emotion fly away.
Hello.
Hey, everybody. Just thought I'd start that out just for Rich. I don't know if he's seen The Farting Preacher yet, so thought I'd give him a little hello. How are you? What are you guys up to? How is everybody doing? Oh my gosh, there's so many people in the chat saying hello. Dorothy Hawkins, how are you? So nice to see you. Eris, what is up? How are you? Andy Cowley, so nice to see you here. Thank you so much for being here. Rob Wood, how are you? Steve White, this is your life. This is your life. Rich Giordano, are you ready for it? I'm ready. I'm ready. Rich doesn't know. He doesn't know if he's ready. Eris, I think I said hi to you, however, but you'll get another one. How's it going? Hey, Claude. Bonjour, Claude. How are you? Snoopy's and 100, how are you? So nice to see you here. Pinzer, hey, what is up? What is up? Hello. Akashi Chris, how are you? Mike Johnson, hey, what is up? So nice to see you. Oh my goodness. Angels, how are you? So nice to see you here as well. Paul Holland, hi. Gosh, it's going to be either really late or really early for you. Wow, in Australia. Bob Marley, how are you? Zero, cool. This should be fascinating. It should be. The mind of Rich Giordano is, in fact, fascinating. I think so, too. I do. Hey, Josh and Artemis. Artemis, the birthday girl. Happy birthday, Artemis. Hope you've been having a great day. So excited for you. Hope you've been just relaxing. Relax. You've had a few mimosas, as it should be. Yes, that is a good way to spend a birthday. Budokan, good evening. How are you? John Music, hey, what is up? How are you? Zach, Rich and the Witch. Sounds like a 60s sitcom. Rich and the Witch. Oh my gosh. Hey, Renee Cruz, how are you? So nice to see you here. Yes, happy birthday, Artemis. We love you. Hey, Dave Hurley, long time no see. How are you? Happy birthday, Artemis. I'm just going to keep putting them up for you. Hey, Mike Gematria, how are you? We're in, yes, trying to figure out what is going on with Rich's mind. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. Oh, no, it did it to me again. It did it to me. I hate it when StreamYard does that. Chris, what's up? So I apologize if I miss anybody. My Flock, how are you? So nice to see you. Creepy Unsolved. Hey, how's it going? So nice to see you here. Brookers, so nice to have you here. Born to Fly, you're looking good too. Thank you so much. Hey, Stuart, how are you, buddy? I haven't seen you in forever. No guilt there, just love. Spooky Morales, such a very special day. It is a very special day. It's Artemis's birthday, and Richie from Gufon is here. Very exciting. Very exciting. Birthday day. Yep. Alrighty. Kazi cares. You're new to this channel, stopping by to say hello. Well, welcome. So nice to see you here. We're happy to have you. And Steve White, yes, happy birthday, Artemis. So nice to see you. Terry, so good to see you guys. I act like I haven't seen most of you already this morning, but I just missed you throughout the day. Ufologist, sup? Yep. I'm going to do it. All right, let's see. Oh, Pyramid 7, hey, how are you? So nice to see you. Oh, Shriliata? Oh, I apologize. I totally butchered that. But hey, so nice to see you. How are you? You're wondering how things are changing now. If they do, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, well, thank you, Budokan. Thank you. That is so sweet. All right. I am usually close by. Good to know. It makes me feel better, Stuart. It does. It makes me feel better to know that you're close by. Aw, we love you, Artemis. You're amazing. Okay, so you guys know who's here. You're here for him too. And I'm so exciting. Welcome to the show. Greetings. Hey, how's it going? So nice to see you. Kira, hey. Got to get lunch and listen to this at work. Fantastic. Well, nice to have you here, Kira. So nice to see you. Okay, I think we've got through. Brookers, hey, how's it going? Okay, people just keep coming. So I'm going to have to say, hey, everyone, group hi. How is it going? Let's bring Rich on because that's when the fun's really going to happen. So let's bring Richie from Gufon on. You guys know who he is. He needs no introduction. You're here for him, really. Like, let's be honest. That's who you're here for. All right, here we go. Hey, Richie, what's up?
Hey, is this thing on? How are you? How are you? How are you?
I'm so good. I'm so good. How are you?
Fair to Midland. Thanks for asking. You?
Nice. Nice. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Oh, come on with the blurriness. You know, not now. Here we go. There we
You
go.
and this camera.
Oh, wait. Hold on a second. Hold on. I think. Oh, there we go. Okay. Is that
Now is
better?
it clear?
Anyway, I'm glad to be here. First time on your show.
It is. It's so exciting. So exciting.
Yeah,
Zero Cool is here for Dave Hurley, actually.
Yeah, I was here for Dave, by the way.
Yeah, do you like that? The sweet, sweet, smooth voice of Dave Hurley welcoming us all to the show.
He's a very sweet voice.
It does.
I bet he sleeps you to, put you to sleep every night.
Yes, he just sings me to sleep. That's what happens.
That's what I tried saying.
Yeah, I got you.
You're the first conversation I had all day. I haven't spoken yet. So I'm still learning how to speak.
That's me most of the day. I feel like every morning when I do my show in the morning, I'm just like tripping over every other word. And then I think, why am I doing a morning show? This is not good. But then again, I do it at night too. So
yeah, I just ate breakfast like an hour ago.
Oh my gosh. I don't know how you do that.
Well, I slept all day.
I hate sleeping all day.
I hate it. I try to. Well, I stay up late, 3, 4, and then next thing you know, it's 4 to 5, then 5 to 6, and oh my God, the sun's coming up. I better go to sleep. And then I'm too excited and I can't sleep because the sun's up, and I'm like, I'm gonna miss the whole day. I get all dressed up, ready to do stuff, and then fall asleep from like 9 to 3 every day.
You just gotta make yourself go to sleep early, like set a limit, like 1 o'clock.
I did last night. I tried. I just couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
I just sat there like this. I'm like, this is terrible. So I started meditating, and then I fell asleep, and then I heard a loud bang, and it woke me up, and then somebody called, and it woke me up. I'm like, oh my God, please.
Oh my God. Who's calling you that late at night? People, let Rich sleep. Quit calling him that late.
Well, my parents are going through some medical issues too. So, I always have one ear and eye open for the phone and intruders. But other than that, well, Lou. I'm always waiting for Lou. Lou's going to be knocking at my door one day. I had a dream about that.
Did you really?
Yeah, I forgot. I keep forgetting to tell everybody. It was like 3 weeks ago. And I had a dream. It was so real that I heard this loud pounding. And I look through the curtain and I see Lou in the gear. And then I see, I know it's him. And come on, Rich, open up. I want to talk to you. That's it. And then I see all these other guys coming around my carport wearing all black and gear, and they have guns and all this shit. And I'm sorry, I swore. Is that allowed?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Yeah. So Yeah, and then I open the door and I go, oh God, like that. And then he goes, turn around, put your hands behind your head, and then I wake up.
Oh my God.
Isn't that weird? And he has like documents or something in his left hand, like a manila folder. Yeah, it's very, very specific dream.
It is. And
I'm
so the
wondering if
question
it
is,
happened. I keep looking for the folder. Maybe I signed my life away. I don't know.
right? Can you imagine? Wonder what it
That'd
was though. Was he knocking or was the goatee knocking?
I never saw who knocked, but I bet it was the OT.
I think it
Yeah,
was.
his landing strip.
Yes. Zero Cool had a good idea. Maybe Lou's remote viewing into your dreams.
No, I did. I thought about that.
Yeah,
I thought. Well, maybe he did. He remote viewed me,
possible.
and he got in contact, and he made this happen in my head to scare me.
Maybe.
And guess what? It didn't work. I was
No,
excited when I woke up. I go, that was so cool. I'm like, that's unreal. And it felt real, too. I felt the heat from outside when I opened the door and smelled Lou's farts. It was terrible.
Oh my God.
He's so full of hot air, that guy. I can't stand him.
No, me either.
No, I really don't like him. As a
I
person
agree.
now.
As a person, yeah.
Well, before I
He's
didn't
kind
like...
of a turd, honestly.
I didn't like what he stood for before. I didn't know him. But then, as time went on this last year and he's going on all these shows and lining up and being friends with people who want to dox me and Cambion and da-da-da-da-da and all that evil stuff that men do. And I realized that this guy is exactly what I thought he was, a bully.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's what he is.
That's exactly what
From
he
day
is.
one. Day two.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And he's definitely, for whatever reason, and I think you were talking, I think you were talking about this on your show, which is that like, or it was maybe on a show that you were on. But anyways, you were talking about how Lou's personality is coming out a little more ever since he left TTSA, which is true because before he was very, kind of like professional, very buttoned up. I think they were kind of monitoring him and saying, okay, you can do this, you can do
The
that,
handlers,
don't do this. And now he's just like got verbal diarrhea, and everybody who says anything bad about him, now he has like a comeback because it's necessary. It's like he can't stand a question.
He's gone rogue. And I believe and this is just my opinion about how Lou got that job at the UFO, ATIP, OSAP, whatever. I think the guy did something, broke rank, maybe did something, punched an admiral or whatever you call those people over there. I think something happened. He got demoted, and instead of losing his pension and all that stuff, they gave him the worst job on the planet, or part of it. Here we're gonna keep you, getting a paycheck, but if we have overflow on UFO stories, you got to do that. Oh, come on, man! I hate UFOs. I don't even care about UFOs. Well, that's why we're putting you there, because you don't seem to care about anything but you, Lou. So now you're gonna learn the hard way what it's like.
Yeah,
I
question though whether or not he was even even heading up ATIP, because I know. So my dad was in the military, right? And before he could make colonel, because he retired as a colonel, before he could make colonel, he had to get his master's degree. Now Lou has a degree in like something funky and weird, like
I thought chemistry or something,
or microbiology or something.
Yeah,
weird,
something like that.
Yeah, something that has absolutely nothing to do with UFOs. So one, why would they put him in charge of a department, which, by the way, never said it was looking for UFOs. It was just looking for threats to military airspace, right, trying to figure out what it was. But why would they put him in charge of that? We don't know his rank. That's the thing that drives me crazy. Like, we have never heard what his rank was when he left the military. What is his rank? Because you'd have to be pretty high up to be put in charge of a program.
He wasn't in charge.
He's not.
And I think it was Hal Puthoff, somebody who wrote the letter confirming that Lou had some responsibilities there. I don't know the verbiage, but he was had assignments, I think is what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he ran it. It was OSAP anyway, because ATIP was the nickname for OSAP.
Oh, I like how you say that. OSAP.
Isn't that how you say it?
Yes.
I like to accent that AW really hard. Really hard.
Slick it had, kid. That's how it is around here.
Yeah,
huh? Lou is, and that's a good point. Greg is saying he's very young for his position as well. It doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't.
Well, I think he's going to be 50 or is 50 now, right? He's 4 years younger than me, I think.
Right, but still,
You think that's young? Well, he would have been at 40 then.
It is to head up a program like that. Yeah, it absolutely is.
I don't know.
I think so.
I don't. I
Well,
know nothing about the military other than that it's there. I know more
like I
about
said,
police. Huh?
like I said, though, he has to have, I would say, to head up a program like that, I would be surprised if they didn't require him to have a master's degree. Because whether officer or enlisted, a lot of times to rise in the ranks, they want you to get one a bachelor's or a master's degree, and or both, depending on how far up you're going. And he'd have to have tons of experience that would actually relate to what he was talking about, to what this would be about, and he has none.
Well, it is a top secret UFO. Well, it's not UFO, so forget that.
I
Yeah, it's
know.
about restricted airspace vehicles, whatever. Yeah,
Right.
adversary. So it never was. OSAP was about UFOs, though.
Yeah.
So if ATIP was the nickname for OSAP, Lou worked at OSAP just on, I think, overflow. But I didn't read Jim Lukatsky's book. Didn't he write that book, Skinwalkers at the Pentagon or something?
Yes, I have it, but I haven't read it.
Yeah, I need to read that.
Yeah. You can do it. It's part of
But
our
we all
book.
pretty much know the story, so. But
Yeah.
I still want to read it.
I do too. I think it sounds interesting. I don't know what a dino beaver is, but I keep hearing about the dino beaver.
And I'll be
So-
honest, I faked like I knew what it was the other day. I have no idea what it is either.
I do that too. When you see me doing this,
hmm
when somebody says something,
Yeah.
that means I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh no, that's the whole show so far. Unbelievable.
That's not
Yeah, so it's interesting that Lou, it all fell apart when he decided to go. But did it fall apart? Or is this what he did on purpose? Because he said he wanted to dismantle the community and start over. But I don't think that's how you go about it, and I don't think that's what he meant. But if this is what he meant, then we're all in trouble in this field.
Yeah. Well, it could be. I mean, maybe he's smarter than he looks, maybe. No, no, he's not.
He looks exactly like his IQ is the way he looks.
Yeah,
0. He looks like a donut.
he does.
I'm sorry. I just don't like the guy.
That's okay. I don't either. I don't know that you know this. I don't like the guy either. I've had rants about the guy. Yeah, no, I can't stand him either. So I'm totally fine with all of this. But I totally forgot what I was going to say because did you ever see that show or that movie? Oh my gosh. It was Adam Sandler, Jennifer Aniston, Just Go With It, where he was like a plastic surgeon and she was his assistant and she was pretending to be his ex-wife.
No.
Well, anyways, well then this won't make any sense. But anybody else out there who has seen it, there was a guy that Adam Sandler kept making fun of who had a stupid goatee thing like Lou's, and he always did that like made it like flap in the wind.
Okay.
And so every time I see Lou, that's what I think of. But
That's
so-
now I'll have to watch the movie just for that.
it is a pretty funny movie.
Yeah, he has an IQ, I think, of what? Didn't he say? Didn't somebody say it was like 155? Oh no, I'm thinking of David Wilcock. No, David Wilcock's like 800, isn't it? He's supposed to be like the smartest guy on the planet.
For real? Well, he's also the reincarnation of Edgar Casey, don't you know?
I know, I love that. Yeah.
His hair lately.
What
First
happened?
of all, the forehead just keeps getting bigger and bigger. It's like a lion's mane now because it starts like back here and just like.
Yes. I know. The guy's a trip. Really, it's I don't even know how he survived this long.
I
Like
don't know.
literally survived.
I don't know.
Because
Is it just
anybody
me
who
or
has
did
to
his-
live a lie like that in
Yeah.
24/7, that's got to be brutal.
Yeah. Yeah. But then again, not if you're making up the lie, I guess. I don't know. But did his teeth get bigger or is it just me?
I think his face got smaller.
Oh.
I don't know. The guy's a morphing man. He's just bizarre, all around bizarre. You know what it is? You want to know why? I think he's losing his hair, so the forehead's getting bigger, and I think his smile gets bigger and bigger because the bullshit's bigger and bigger. So his
There it
teeth
is.
look, really big.
Explanation. There it is right there. David Wilcock is so smart. His head is growing.
Do you know I was going to start the show as David Wilcock? I actually had, that's why I went offline for a sec. I turned my head around, put the teeth in their position, and then I pulled it out and I said, nah, I'll just be me.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, I can't do the robe thing anymore either because that's been done twice now.
Oh, I
Yeah.
like the robe though. The robe is good. It's a
I
very
got to
like
come up
Hugh
with different
Hefner kind of
outfit.
vibe.
Yeah, I got to come up with some like gigolo clothes.
I like it.
Just start wearing chains and
Oh
stuff
my
and
god.
put a
Yes,
rug
please.
on my chest.
That is awesome. Yes. Oh my God. So, okay, Richie, you know what? I'm curious because you and I, so for those that don't know, Rich and I met. We used to do the roundtables on SOR together. We did them for, I mean, quite a while, right? I think it was like at least 6 times before you even remembered me.
I didn't even
Um,
know you were on half the time.
I know he didn't. It's true. It's totally true. Every single time he'd be like, "Oh, nice to meet you," and I was like,
Yeah, I know.
"Yeah." Finally, I was like, "You know, we've met like 6 times now."
Yeah, but it's once a month, man. It's hard to remember everybody. You know how many shows I do.
Unforgettable. That's what you're saying. I got it. I hear
Yeah.
you. I feel it.
Hey, I was
I take it.
different back then. I was in a bad place health wise, so it
Oh,
was really tough.
well, you did. Once I said something, I will give you credit. You were like, "I will never forget your name again," and as far as I know, you didn't. Unless
No,
you just pulled it off really well.
Lynn Hurley,
That's right. Literally.
soon to be Lynn Wallington Hurley.
I told Dave, like, when we come back, I'm going to be like, I'm going to be Lynn Hurley and he's going to be Dave Wellington. We're just going to switch it up.
What's this Bob Marley saying? Anyone,
I don't know.
anywho, Rich, explain why you leave Amy.
Get involved with, what are you talking about, Bob Marley?
Get evolved with people like Elizondo. What in the world is that? Amy who?
I'm assuming
Alien
Alien
Girl?
Girl Amy? I have no idea what he's
That
talking
is
about.
just plain
Did-
bizarre, isn't it? Doesn't both of those don't? I didn't leave Amy. I didn't know I was with her. Oh, because we were married.
You were married.
Oh yeah. We didn't get divorced. We're just separated.
That's okay. They're
Yeah,
just, it's an
we're
open
trying
relationship.
different things. Yeah,
Yeah, I get it. As long as it works for both of them, that's okay.
we always come back.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
The
I
love
got it.
always brings them back together. It's okay.
Oh, love is eternal with us.
True that. True that.
She's
Yeah.
my 111.
She's your 111. Are you her 222?
She's my number 111. I'm her number 2.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh, we
so-
have now gone to the gutter. I'm sorry.
I know, right? That's okay. I started out with a fart joke thing, so.
Oh,
But the
that's
farting
true.
preacher, he's amazing. Do you know? Have you seen this?
What? No, I don't.
You
I don't know.
haven't? Okay, hold on.
Oh,
I
you
have-
mean the guy who? Well, let me see it. I'm not sure. Is it a
Okay,
big
I
guy
have
that
some
farts?
clips. I have clip. Well, so what it was, he was like one of those like televangelists, and I don't know who it was because this was a while back. But somebody basically like took his videos and added farts in because this guy is super animated.
Oh,
It's
no.
amazing. Hold on.
Oh,
I
I'd
have
love to see. That's my kind of humor.
Well, me too. I have like, I don't know, 10, 15 clips of it. Hold on.
I smell heaven's bakery cooking up something good for you, sister.
Let's
I
see.
know that guy though, man.
Do
I already
you?
laughed.
Huh. Got to learn how to stick your stick up. Amen.
What does that even mean? But I love it so much.
Yeah, man, that's wild.
Hold on. Oh, here's another good one.
That's the opening of the windows of heaven.
Nice.
So good.
That is really funny, actually. That's genius. Yeah, so easy.
Right? It's perfect. It's so good. But seriously, like whoever came up with this, like, was brilliant. Brilliant. Because you can't be upset when you watch this.
You know, when I started my show a long time ago, I wanted it to be like just people talking, like regular talk, like not like I actually back then said like a locker room talk, but that may be a little too vulgar, but it was that way back then. But you know, people out there who watched my show or Cambian's show, they either get really mad and they leave and never come back, but they do, but they don't tell anybody, or you know, people love it. It's I don't see what's wrong with having fun in this field.
No.
And it's so weird because people are so used to the Art Bell and I can't even think of the other shows out there, Coast to Coast, and even Jimmy Church has no sense of humor. I mean, these people are just so by the book, never change the format, never enjoy anything that's in front of them. They can't make a joke or you're not credible. You know, it's just bizarre. And I don't understand why it just can't be fun.
I agree.
ufology. I'm not saying cutting people down or going after people. That has to happen, and nobody does it except just a couple of us. But yeah, like you playing that. Like if I did that on my show and somebody just came in for the first time, they'd be like, "Oh God, I'm never coming back," and then they'll miss everything that might be worthy to listen to and kind of fun.
That's true. That is very true.
They think this field has to be serious all the time, or it can't be taken credibly.
Which
yeah.
is ironic considering this field isn't taken credibly anyways. Like people,
But that's why.
People just don't care.
But that's why it's so hard. Why make it worse, Rich? Why make jokes, Rich? Well, if it's not going to work, why can't I just do what I want?
Yeah.
What does it matter if it doesn't matter?
Right. Agreed. Yeah. But like I also think too. So we all kind of get so worked up about things like these videos and Lou Elizondo. People outside of the UFO community don't even know who Lou Elizondo is. They have no clue who he is, even though he's been on news channels, he's been everywhere. They still have no idea because they don't tune in, they don't listen because they don't care about it. Like I was talking to my brother a couple weeks ago and saying something about like the videos, and he was like, wait, what videos are you talking about? And I was just like, well, on the news, like there were videos that came out and they were claiming that these were legit videos, yada, yada, yada. He was like, oh, is this new? I'm like, no, this is like 5 years ago. But that's a perfect example. Like people just don't care. So why not have fun with it, right? If they're going to think we're crazy nut jobs anyways, we might as well enjoy ourselves in the process.
And, and John Greenwald, who does the show, Richard Dolan, and all those people are just so, one way, and they won't change at all. Neither will I. So I guess we all have our niche in this field, but it's amazing that people actually say you're not credible because you're having fun. It's all right.
That's ridiculous. I haven't quite gotten that yet, but then again,
I think because it's been drilled into them in such a way that when they come over to something that's totally different, it's a shock.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm glad.
Too. What?
I want it to be a shock. I want them to be shocked. I don't want them to think it's the same as every other show. UCR. I mean, they try to have fun and it's awful. There's no sense of humor over there. I mean, because Lou, he went on Alien Addict about a week or two ago and said he's a stand-up comic. I'm like, there's no comedy in your show anywhere.
No, I agree.
It's as dry as the paint on my wall.
Right. And I'm so glad to see Rather on with you guys last Friday. I thought...
Yeah, that was great.
I like Rather. And I honestly think and look, I have no thing with Luciar, like I have no issue with him. Like he's the few times we've ever chatted, he's been nice to me, but I have noticed that he rather will say something and he'll say something usually that kind of disagrees with Lou to a certain extent. And then Lou is just like, okay. And so then, and he just kind of like glides right over it. I have like fuzz right on my nose. I'm not picking my nose, I promise.
Okay.
Well, I have 2 nose rings and stuff gets stuck to them.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
But so he just like glides right over it, and I always feel kind of bad for Rather, but then again, he's still just like, the whole time. I love him.
He is a great sport. I really think that guy's got a great heart. Something about Rather that's very likable. Maybe it is the smile and just laid back kind of way of talking. I really enjoyed that conversation we had on Alien Addict. I like the guy.
Yeah, I do too. And I like Jane too. She
Jane's
seems really
good.
nice.
Yeah, Jane seems really nice. But
so really there's just one issue.
What's that?
Lou?
What's that?
Lou? There's only one issue with the channel?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The slave master.
The slave master.
He's got 4 or 5 people working for him, doing all this work while he sits there and does nothing from what we heard. And they do all the work, and he just sits there and makes all the money. Hey, Coral's she puts up the super chats and stuff and, and all that. But I mean, I don't pay her. People just want to help. She's already a moderator. She's already there.
Yeah.
So I had this option. You have it too on StreamYard where you could have somebody host your show with you. Mm-hmm. So we tried it out and I said, hey, let's try it out, see how it works. And it's been going really good. And then when she's not there, I'm like, oh, geez, I forgot the super chat. So it does help a lot.
Yeah.
I said maybe in the future, throw her something here and there. I would like to.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that'd be awesome. No, she
I
does
just
a
got
great.
my electric bill, and it's not even summer, and it was almost $200. And I'm like, what? I looked at last May, and it was $85.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm
Did
like,
the temperature
but
go up that much in 1 month?
the electric across the country's gone up
Oh,
40%.
right. Yeah. Okay,
That's almost half.
that's crazy.
So
That is crazy.
it's about right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. So, every dollar counts for me, since this the only way I make a living is with the show and
Yeah.
donations. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, so, well, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh,
That's
yeah,
okay.
about paying people. Yeah,
Yeah.
so, eventually I would like to do that for Coral. Maybe hire some other people to do some research, get me the stuff I want to talk about.
Yeah.
It opens up, then I can go do more stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you need the help, especially with as many shows as you do. And by the way, thank you, Terry, so much for buying me three
Awesome.
teas on Buy Me a Coffee. That is so sweet of you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Cool.
Um,
But I only do 7 shows a week.
that's a lot though. It's not
It's
even that
every day.
it's
I'm
every
joking.
day. Yeah, it's every day.
It's hard to come up with stuff, I tell you. But I found a little secret on how to do it. I don't want to tell you, so.
What? You don't
Well,
want to
not
tell me?
live.
Okay.
Not live. Yeah.
Tell me later because I do,
I found a way to
5
cheat.
morning shows and then
You what?
I slowed down because I was just doing way too many. I was doing like almost 10 shows a week between my own shows and then like because I do the mornings and then I was doing the evenings too, and it's just crazy.
Oh, wow. So you were doing an hour in the morning, an hour at night?
No, I do like now I do like 2 hours in the morning. And then, yeah, I have on Monday nights, I have the show with Jim Goodall. I do like an interview show on Tuesday nights. And then on Wednesdays, I have a show with Paul and Cyan, who are experiencers. And then Thursdays, I was doing another interview show. So it was a
Man.
lot.
Yeah, I do. I average about 14 a week if you add in all the other shows I go on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's
But
crazy.
what else am I doing, It's my
Yeah,
job.
but you got to take a break too.
It's my job.
Yeah. I hear you.
Am I not supposed to put in at least 8 hours a day?
No.
Yes. I do. I do. People don't think I do, but I actually do.
No, I know. It's a lot of work. That's why I kind of get on people's cases because I hate it. It drives me crazy when people get pissy about people making money in this field because I'm just like, you don't realize how much work it is to do a podcast. I mean, or to do a show or whatever you want to call
Yeah.
it. It's a lot of work. It's not only like what you see us doing like right now, but behind the scenes. I mean, I prepped for this for like 5 hours. Okay, it didn't at all, but I
I was
could
about
have.
to leave and said I'm not that worthy of 5 hours of research.
I didn't, but I could have.
Yeah, I know. You could have.
But yeah,
Oh.
and finding topics and videos and
Well, yeah,
pictures.
you have to watch videos, documentaries, listen to other shows, the
Yeah.
news, Twitter, and all. I mean, there's just so much. And when you do it every day, that's why I do like current events, talk about people are like, oh, you're talking about Lou again. I'm like, well, there's more to the story, and I do this every day. So it's an ongoing drama show
Yeah,
for ufology, pretty much.
it really is.
That's what it's morphed into.
It has always been that way because like because I first started out in ufology about 10 years ago when I was working with the Free Foundation and I was behind the scenes running like their support program, but there's still drama even behind the scenes of everything, right? And I was just kind of like, I can't deal with this after several years. I was just like, nope. And I took a couple of years off, and that's when all the podcasts like shows kind of blew up. And so then when I came back, I'm like, who are all these people? They're amazing, but it's still it's just drama. Why is there so much drama in this community?
It's always been that way.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's needed because without friction, you don't have any resolution to the problem. You have to talk about things, and
Yeah.
these things are uncomfortable. And if you don't agree with somebody, there's no reason to go doxing them or whatever to their channel and all this other stuff. I don't know. I know why, but I'm not going to say it here. But it's a certain group of people and I'm not talking about the Fistler. I'm talking about a huge group of people bringing in their politics into the field, their cancel culture, and
I know where you're going. Yeah.
yeah. So it's that. Screw it. It's the far left really.
There's a lot of sensitivities going on.
Yeah, that people say, and I've heard other people say it, especially UCR and Joe Merja, that there's no politics in ufology. I'm like, it's all politics, dummy.
Yeah,
The whole thing is politics.
it is.
It's people's beliefs and what they believe in. It's politics and belief and religion and everything, you name it, it's in it.
Yeah.
It's all got twisted in this field, everything.
Yeah. It is true. It is true. And there are a lot of channels, like when I was on SOR, as you know, like Dave does not, and this is totally fine. This is his channel, his prerogative. He doesn't like to talk politics and he doesn't like to talk religion, right? And I'm like, those are two of my favorite things to talk about. They're fascinating. So I kind of like being on here and I could just talk about whatever the heck I want to talk about.
See, that's why I've always stayed away from hooking up with advertisers or people that want me to promote them and pay me for it. It's because they chose you for a certain reason, which is, they want you to talk about their product. But once they really find out about you and hear what you're saying, they will pull their product and you lose the money. And that's what's going on over there. If there's anything that's, religious or political, because that really touches the nerve with the public, those advertisers might pull out. And that's what I was told. And I kept, just make sure you don't talk about this and that. And I'm like, but why? Well, I don't want to lose advertisers if they don't like what you're saying. And I'm like, wow, that really sucks. He's like, yeah, I know, man. I wish I could do what you do, but I have advertisers I got to worry about. And I will never be tied down like that. It won't happen.
Yeah. No.
Unless the advertisers think like us or me, whatever,
That is
they're
true.
okay with what I say, which really isn't anything bad at all.
No, I don't think so. I don't think you say anything that's like super polarizing, really. Like as far as politics and religion go, like, I don't think that you say anything in that sense. But and I don't think that I do either, because I think both sides are corrupt. So
yeah, they are. Of course.
like I'm not taking sides.
Yeah, I am, but I'm not. But they're both guilty of it.
Yeah.
Who are we kidding? There's hoaxers, liars, cheaters, and both sides of this thing. But I'm just talking, I was meaning the politics, bringing that stuff in I guess they could say we bring ours in too, right? Mm-hmm. Our way of thinking. So it does go both ways.
Yeah. That's
unfortunately.
True. Right.
But without the politics, then why are if we don't talk about it, then let's not talk about the hearings.
Right.
Then who cares? It's just politics. It's what they do.
Right. Well, one could argue that's true. It's all a big show anyway, so.
It is.
Both right. This is hilarious. So this cracks me up, because never ever in my life did I ever think I would be called a right winger. But now all of a sudden, conspiracy theory has become a right wing thing. Do you remember back in like the 90s, conspiracy theories were the left? Like they were like the conspiracy theorists about it.
Oh,
and now it's like, and now the pendulum has swung the other way. Like, I'm not a right winger. I am a no winger. I am wingless.
I'm independent. So
that's a nice way to put it.
I used to be left and then went right, and now I'm independent because it's all a popularity contest anyway, and it's rigged. My opinion, I think everything's rigged anyway. So
no, I do too. I think I haven't voted in years because there's no point.
Well, I think Trump won because of some tomfoolery going on, because he was losing badly, and then all of a sudden this wave of red came over and he won. Like, he won. I mean, I thought Hillary was kicking his ass the last time I looked.
Right.
And the same thing happened this time around.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's all fixed.
What is Donnie saying? No wings. She's the chicken breast. Look.
Nice.
Wonderful. That's hilarious.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, I'll take it. I will take it.
There you go.
Cosmic neighbors. Yes. Yeah.
So do I.
Agreed. They're all looking out for themselves. They're all looking out for number one and the pocketbooks. That's all they look out for.
I don't mind if you want to bring your politics here. Just don't be abusive about it and start doxing people's home addresses and trying to strike their channels, without reason, and taking somebody's job away from them. I mean, just because they said something you don't agree with, it's weird. I would never think of doing that to anyone.
No.
Ever.
The whole cancel culture thing is so bizarre to me. Like, it's basically like online mobs. Like, when did lynching people become okay and acceptable? That's what they're doing. It's crazy.
When a certain president became elected?
Well, that's true.
Maybe?
Maybe.
No, I don't know. Maybe it became more legal then. I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway, it's enough politics. Let's not go there anymore. I'm just kidding.
I like talking about politics, but that's enough. That's enough.
Well, I do feel a little bad because I'm not 100% right. It's just the way I feel.
Yeah. But that's okay. You're entitled to feel how you feel, and it's okay to talk about it.
There's my wife.
She's so cute. See? Didn't leave her. Didn't leave her.
No, I didn't.
She's right here.
We've been together now since she turned 21.
Nice.
So, yeah, what is it, honey, 13 years?
About like 4 years?
Yeah.
You see where I went there?
I should have went that way. Yeah.
It's all right. That's all right.
Sorry.
It's okay. I don't know why I'm apologizing, or I'm accepting your apology on Amy's behalf. But
right. Well, you women got to stick together.
That's right. That's right. Gufon, yo. So how did you kind of get into all of this, Rich? I've never sat down and really talked with you about how you even got involved in all of this. Like, what led you to this point?
Which point?
How
did I get in? I'm sorry?
Where you're at. What led
Today?
you here? Wow, we're going to be specific. Yeah.
Well, because there's a whole bunch of stuff I could say, and it may not apply to what you're asking.
How did you get involved in ufology? Let's start there.
Well, I've always had an interest. My whole life. Had strange experiences growing up. Dreams. I mean, that's how I interpreted them. So I had dreams of seeing UFOs and never saw aliens up until just a couple of years ago. But so growing up, I grew up when Close Encounters came out, and Communion and Independence Day and so on. Star Wars was great. All that stuff, Battlestar Galactica and all that. It kind of makes you want to, for me anyway, makes you interested in aliens and space and traveling to other galaxies and whatnot. So I've always had that interest growing up. Now, the way I got pulled into the field was by pure accident. It was the day I got my dog. And it was April 15th, 2004, when we took him outside. I was married at the time, and we were laying out in the backyard looking up at the stars. It was 10 o'clock. And my wife first saw it. She's like, "Did you see that?" And I'm like, "What?" She's like, "I just saw it. I don't know. Maybe it was a satellite." So I looked up where she was pointing, and we both saw, an object move, and then it moved back. And I'm like, satellites don't change their direction like that. Yeah. And I'm like, I go, "What do you think it is?" And she's like, "I don't know, but I'm going to go inside," she says. I'm like, how can you go inside at a time like this? So I stayed out there for a few minutes and staring up. Nothing else happened. 15 minutes later, bring the dog in, da-da-da. The next night, I'm thinking about this all day. I'm like, God, I wonder what I saw. It's really strange. I know what I'll do. I'll go out the same exact time I did the night before. So I went outside the next night, 10 o'clock, looked up, and I couldn't believe it. There it was again, not in the same exact spot, but in the same general area. And there was a couple of objects that they moved and slightly turned and then came back and then slowly dimmed out. And it was one object at a time, not two at once or anything, but saw a couple of them. And then I went inside and I started searching the internet to see if anybody saw anything in the sky. So I typed in UFOs over Phoenix, and up pops up a website, ufosoverphoenix.com, which is Jeff Willis, who is a lifetime experiencer, 35 years in the field. And I made contact with him and asked him, I told him what I saw, and he got back to me and he says, "You need to try going out in the daytime and seeing if you can catch them yourself." And I'm like, catch them myself? Well, I didn't even think of that, so yeah. I borrowed my sister's camera, didn't have one at the time, and started going out during the day and not really seeing anything. Now, at the time in March, the month before, I just had LASIK surgery on my eyes. So my vision was 2015, and it stayed that way for a real long time, definitely more than 2 years. And every time I get a checkup from the eye doctor, he's like, wow, man, you have really nice eyes. And like, your vision is impeccable. And I'm like, I know, I can see definitely almost the last letters on the eye chart real clear. So he's like, yeah, your eyes are still doing well. And you're a good candidate to get the surgery again, which is what I'm going to do here in a few years because it's starting to now finally go away. But I researched, I bought a camera, and then on June 27th, I recorded a light in the sky, and then another one, and then another one, and then I saw two. And I'm like, oh my God, I have two objects. And then it came from the south, was heading north, then turned. So I'm like, I don't know what I'm seeing, but they're not airplanes, they're not blinking, they're not satellites, they look very low. And little did I know, I actually captured a triangular formation of three lights. In the video, I put it up on the internet, and you can see me focusing on the two lights, but there's a third one that I didn't even see. So every now and then, this third light, you'd see it go by the stars and everything. So I sent that out to people, and they're like, this is amazing. I can't believe it. I sent it to HBCC UFO, which is no longer. MUFON didn't want it. I couldn't believe it, and I don't know why. But they were very rude. And that was, I think, John Schuessler was the main guy back then. But, oh man, I hated them from the get-go. Wow. But anyway, so I started sending my sightings and things that I was catching in Phoenix to people all around. And I started gaining some traction. So I'm thinking, maybe I'll get my own website and post them up on the internet and try to figure out what it is. And I built a website called cnufos.com, which is, just C, the letter C, N, UFOs. It's my license plate. So,
is it?
Yeah.
Clever boy.
Well, I was going to change it to Gufon, but I don't know. I like seeing UFOs better.
I like it.
People always come up behind. I see them all the time looking at the plate, and then I see them do this. I wonder what UFOs, you can tell what they're talking about. And then they pull up next to you, and they kind of look at it. The whole family's looking at you. It's kind of weird. So I said, I went on a show. And it was, I started going on the shows all over, and I went on this big one. God, why can't I remember the name? He's still around, but it was a pretty big show. And I had seen something that was unbelievable and got very popular. I called it the worm in the sky. It was this object that looked like a worm. Oh my God, that story, it's amazing. And then it split up, and then me and my wife went to the movies like 45 minutes after that, and we saw two of them sitting above the movie theater, and other witnesses saw it too. And oh my God, I'll have to tell you that story someday.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good. Yeah, because it's not just, anyway, so I get into it, and I start sending my stuff out. I built the website, and we started taking off like you wouldn't believe. So I started the radio show. And at the time, it was AZ Skywatchers with me and that guy, Jeff Willis. And we started doing 3-hour shows every Wednesday. We'd record it, and then I'd edit it and put it up. And we did 10 like that. And then he couldn't do any more shows because he says, I got to see my kid, and this is happening, so I won't be able to do them. And I'm like, that's fine. Well, I found Blog Talk Radio. Somebody said, hey, Rich, you were talking about how you wish your show was live so you can take callers and have a chat room. Well, have you ever heard of Blog Talk Radio? And it's brand new. So I signed up with Blog Talk Radio. You get your own phone number, you get a chat room, and we were off and running. And I changed it to the AZ UFO Show. And we went to #1 and stayed there for a long time. Like four years. And then Open Minds came around, and then I broke up the show with my co-hosts, and it was just drama. So that's how I got into it. I started meeting people through the show. I had gotten a co-host, and we took off. We were doing interviews. John Greenwald was my very first interview that I ever did. Yeah, it was because Jeff Willis knew him. And but then I found Jaime Maussan. And I knew who Jaime was because of the sightings and stuff that have been happening since the 90 eclipse or whatever that eclipse was. And I was invited to go to one of his conferences and showcase the videos that I have. And he was going to put them into his 3-hour presentation. And there were other people from Phoenix. But it was a Spanish-speaking convention just for Spanish people. It was at Arizona State University West, which was very far from the actual university. But we went there, and I saw Jaime Maussan just posting balloons. You can see the strings. I mean, it was just so bad. And he's still that bad. The guy, I don't think he's aware of what's being put into the videos. But he was talking about these creatures that weren't dummies, and they looked like total dummies, you know, and it was just really, it left a bad taste in my mouth because my friend Mike at the time captured a hefty bag that got caught up in a dust devil.
Yeah.
And he called me and he says, "You have got to see this UFO I captured, Rich. It's unlike anything you've ever seen." So I drove 40 miles to his house because we were hoping it would come back. But then when I got there, he goes, "Watch the video. Tell me what you think." And I'm like, "That is the absolute most beautiful thing I've ever seen." He goes, "It's this. It's a garbage bag, dude." He goes, "I followed it and I followed it. And then it kept falling to the ground. And I thought this thing was going to come land. And next thing I know, it's a freaking trash bag." And I'm like, "Oh my God, it looks beautiful though. I would have never known."
Huh.
So he gave that video to Jaime Maussan.
No.
And Jaime saw it and he goes, "Oh, this is the best I ever seen. Best UFO. We have to put this in the production." So they edited it, put it in the production. When it showed up on the screen, he got a standing ovation for it. It was amazing. And somebody ratted him out. This guy, Rob, we were hanging out with, told Jaime that was a hefty bag.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so, but it made me mad. And it made me see that nobody that I've met so far in this field has asked me any questions about my sightings, have asked me, what do you do for a living? Nobody cared. They just wanted to see the UFOs and put them on their channel and get people to, click on them. And that's all it was. And nobody did any research. And it was making me very angry. And I started talking to other people in the field. And MUFON was being very mean for some reason. I don't know why. I had no prior engagement with MUFON, but back then, they didn't want anything to do with what I was saying. And Stan Romanek, I don't know if you know who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he was getting popular at the time, and they went and made Stan Romanek out to be a god when the guy was just seeing the same balloons and that everybody else was seeing. So it made me very mad, and that's when I started talking about all the things that I found out behind the scenes that were going on when I go on other shows or talk to people behind the scenes and explain to them, "Look, that's a bag. Why would you do that?" "Yeah, but people loved it, Rich." He goes, "It's all about, what they think they're seeing." I'm like, I can't believe I'm listening to this. I really couldn't believe it. I just was so angry. And from then on, I said, I'll never, ever, ever be friendly with the people who lie in this field and make money. I will expose them for everything that they're doing, and the rest is history.
Wow. So speaking of Stan Romanek, because he's an interesting fellow, right? What do you think? So you said he's seen the balloons, but what do you think about those videos that he has of the aliens? Like he's got the one of the alien peeking up. Like you think it's all
real.
Just like animatronics or CGI or something like that?
It's not animatronics. It's dummies, I think. I think they're puppets.
Somebody down there like...
I think they made them. Yeah, I mean, the one that peeks around from the side in the kitchen or whatever through the double glass doors, I mean, that to me doesn't look real. It looks fake. It's not real. Aliens wouldn't do that, I don't think. Like, they do all this hiding, but now all of a sudden they're going to show their head twice. Right. That's it. It doesn't make any sense. If they want to be seen, they will be seen. Like, you'll be able to talk to them and videotape them. That's what I think. They wouldn't just peekaboo. It doesn't make sense. "Oh, I'm going to get caught. Who cares? Let's do it again." And they do it this way. It didn't make sense. And when it doesn't make sense, there's something wrong with it. And Stan Romanek, his story had a lot of holes in it. And we all know what he turned out to really be. And it's disgusting. But other than that, his videos are questionable. He has a couple of good ones. I mean, I can't deny he's got some things, but I just can't figure out what they are. But Stan Romanek is just as bad as it gets.
Wow.
Not worse than Lou, though. Well, no, because he went to jail for something pretty bad, so that's worse.
Yeah, but he could have been set up too. Like, there is that possibility. I'm just gonna say it's possible.
Well,
if you want to set someone up to make them look bad, that's the thing to do to them.
I get it. There's a theory that I had that he became friends with a homeless guy, and he took him in to live with him at the time. And I think the homeless guy and his wife set him up so they can get rid of him so they can have a relationship. That's what I think happened. I think she did.
Really?
She put all that shit on his computer to get rid of him.
You think so?
Yeah, I really do. I see it when I look at her. I get the worst vibes, and I've had conversations with her on Facebook. Now she's blocked me, but just I think that's what really happened. If let's say Stanton, but here's the thing: he looks like one. He looks like one, and usually they do. He fits the bill. I'm not kidding. So I think there's a lot of truth in that, but I don't know, man. I mean, he brings a guy who's homeless, didn't have a home, gives him a roof with his wife in it. If you were a man who's starving, living on the streets and see an opportunity, wouldn't you figure out a way to maybe try to live there yourself without impeding his wife, and getting there too? I don't know.
One would think. Will, the Gorilla Gamer has a question. I'm not sure about this. Does she still carry his last name proudly? I'm not sure. I think she does, right? Lisa Romanek. Yeah. Isn't that her name? Yeah, so she must. Interesting.
Yeah, so...
Maybe it's good if Richie's theory is correct.
It's just a theory, but, what if Stan Romanek was telling the truth? Then how did it get there? Well, either the CIA did it, or his wife did it, or the guy did it.
Right. You know what else I'm curious to get your thoughts on, because I have my feelings. I'm in my feelings about this at times. Now I'm totally blanking on the guy's name. Oh my God. Richard Doty. Why does anybody talk to Richard Doty or even listen to anything this man says? Like, why? He's like Lou. Why would you listen to him?
Nowadays, people who are new to the field, they haven't been burned enough or hurt enough to not talk about him. You know what I mean? It's like they still say, oh, well, we don't know. But if Lou was the same as Doty, there's got to be some truth in it, right? Richard Doty, he's counterintelligence too. Same as Lou.
Yeah.
Why would you believe a guy like that? You're right. What if there is some truth, though? I mean, there's more stuff you can find on Richard Doty about his history than Lou Elizondo.
Yeah. No, that is very true. And yes, we do. I mean, I feel bad for Paul Benowitz. What happened to him? He was institutionalized because of the whole situation, but which is heartbreaking. But I believe Richard Doty more than I do Lou. I'll put that out there. I do believe that Richard Doty played a role in all of this. I believe that the things he says he did are probably fairly accurate. But then again, a good liar needs to have some truth in there as well, because otherwise you can sit there and look like Lou Elizondo, where it's all hard to believe unless, you fall for it. But Lou actually is counter-intel ufologist. He is. He's counterintelligence.
Yeah, they're the same. That's why we brought it up.
Yeah. And the fact that he just said that on Cab, which was like, I'm counterintelligence, counterterrorism, counterespionage, blah, 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 blah. And 2000 and whatever it was, 8, they asked me to bring this to the ufology community. Right. And I was like, I'm sorry. What? Did you just admit that?
I know. And he said, he goes, I didn't study UFOs. I didn't even care, something like that.
Right. Which is what you would expect the head of a UFO private, or top secret program to say.
You see, and that's the thing. If you look at how Lou Elizondo says he got the job, it's almost like Bob Lazar. in the way, because Bob Lazar makes these great claims and there's so many holes in the story, and Lou Elizondo makes these great claims and there's a lot of holes in his story. There's a lot of similarities in that, and I think, and Richard Doty. I mean, we're seeing a pattern with people who make great claims.
Bob Lazar is at least likable.
Yeah, I know.
I like Bob.
Lou Elizondo, I don't know if he's ever laughed.
I think you can't tell because there's no neck, so it's hard to see that he's laughing.
But he does have a mouth and teeth, right? Yeah. I don't know. I never heard a chuckle. I never heard a ha-ha. Nothing.
He's got to be serious. He's got to be taken seriously. He's got to be taken seriously, so he can't be silly and goofy and crazy. But speaking of laughs, yeah. I was dying the other day when you were trying to get Stephen Cambion's laugh down. Dave Hurley can do a perfect impersonation of it. It cracks me up every time.
No way.
It's amazing. Yes, it's amazing. I'll have to record it one day for you and send it to you.
I'm trying. I'm getting it. I'll get it.
I love it. Yeah, you're getting good. You're getting good at it.
I've actually practiced. It hurts. It hurts if I do it for too long.
Yeah, well, because he goes up really high. So
it's just weird. Oh, that was a bad. I tried sucking in there, blowing out, doing it soft. But Cambion does it, and you don't see anything. His lips don't move. I got to hear Dave do it. Oh, he said that's pretty much it.
Yeah, you got it. Oh, I know. I have a very loud laugh, so I get it. I try to quiet it while I'm on the show. One time I was in a restaurant and I was in my 30s and I was just with a group of friends and I was cracking up about, I don't even know, whatever. And this old guy came over and he was just like, your laugh filled up the entire restaurant. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And he was just like, no, it was great. I loved it. And I was just kind of like, did you really though?
Well, there are some laughs that are okay when they're loud. They're contagious or infectious.
Yeah,
infectious.
I guess.
Yeah.
It's a nice way to go with it.
I love laughs. Yeah, I like going to the movies and seeing everybody's head, do this when they're laughing. It's just great. It's funny.
Awesome. But yes, Stephen Cambion has just like a one-of-a-kind, beautiful laugh. I love it.
I can't. I'm done. I can't.
Awesome.
I'm getting abs though from doing it. That's for sure.
I bet that's got to be work. Pinzer says it's in the esophagus.
I know it is. I don't know. It's like the second. Huh?
It's like a Muppet. I love it so much.
Oh, it is. Oh, right? A Muppet. Wait, now you just Kermit the Frog.
Yes, Kermit.
Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here, and then no, I can't. Oh no, that's Miss Piggy. Hey, Kermit. Hey, Miss Piggy. I don't know.
It's so good. You could literally just sit here for the whole interview and do that, and I'd be happy.
I can do a lot of voices.
I know. I love it when you do them. I love it. And that's what I like. I think sometimes people they don't see the genius in what you do. Like, honestly, it's so good. Wow. Genius. It's true. It's true that, Richie, take it in and just sit with it for a moment.
Sorry. I've done stand-up. I've been doing stand-up on and off for 20 years. Going in doing open mic nights and shit like that.
Do you still do
competitions? Huh?
Do you still do it?
I haven't done it because COVID.
Oh.
And they shut everything down. And then when they opened up the Comedy Store in Scottsdale, I moved a month later, and I never got a chance to start over. And I've been in Florida now 1 year. And I haven't written anything new, I started to, and I've got stuff, but it's not relevant anymore.
Oh my gosh.
I mainly talk about my parents and me and growing up and real stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
Next time I go see my mom, who's also in the same area as you, I'm going to text you and be like, are you okay? Are you somewhere? Because I want to go see you do stand up. I think that would be hilarious.
Yeah. It's pretty freaking awesome to be up there, and that's what I mean when you see people laughing. It's like, yeah, it's like in a movie theater when I see people laughing, it makes me happy. I love seeing people happy and laughing. I always want to make people laugh, and because life's too serious, and I don't know how I got this way. I think that because of tragic events that happened early in my life, I always said I'm never going to be. I never said it. I just, became this person who, like, if there was a microphone, like when tape recorders came out and you can buy them at home, in the 70s, me and my friends used to make believe we were Phil Rizzuto and some other broadcaster doing Yankee games. And we were doing impressions when I was 7 years old, 8 years old. My mom still has the tapes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's been going on, who knew that I would be doing this? I always wanted to, to act or do stand-up comedy. So I've done the stand-up, haven't been in acting, but.
That's awesome. I used to memorize infomercials when I was a kid.
Oh, those are great to redo. Yeah, like if you could can you do one? Didn't I see
Right
you
now?
do one? Oh, no. You know who you need to follow?
Who?
Oh, shoot. Yeah, it'll come to me. She's friends with Third Face. She's a voiceover actress, but
Oh, cool.
she has like 1 million followers on her YouTube channel, and she talks to scammers, and she'll call them up and she'll act like Siri.
Oh my God.
I mean, her voices are spot on, and she's really cute, and great personality. I can't remember her name, but why I can't. I mean, it's unreal that I can't remember it, but it'll come to me in a minute.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds amazing.
But I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you.
That sounds awesome.
It is awesome.
Earth, the trailer park of the Milky Way galaxy.
I don't get it. What do you mean?
I think he's saying we're the trailer park of the Milky Way galaxy here on Earth.
Or I am?
No, Earth. Earth is.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah. Is it Apollo Asteria?
No, it's not. I can find it. Give me a second here.
I don't know Apollo either. I know Amy's talked about her, but
Apollo is one of the coolest people.
Is
and
she?
I very rarely say this, but she's just like, there's something she has that nobody else does, and I can't put my finger on it. She's just got this great personality in person.
Yeah.
Like if you ever meet her, she's just, I don't know. I can't explain it. Down to earth, nothing you would think. It's just, I can't explain it.
Well, I think she's going to be in Vernal, so I'll experience it. And then.
Oh, good. Oh, you really like her. Yeah,
I think she is. I'm pretty sure she is.
So cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Gufon, you're awake. Good times.
Who said that?
Born to Fly did.
Oh, I am awake. That's for sure.
Yes, I love it.
I can't believe I can't find this. What is her name? That makes me mad. Oh, I remembered. It's IRL Rosie.
Oh, okay. I was just going to ask you, Born to Fly. So the IRL. Okay, I'll have to check her out.
Yeah.
IRL Rosie.
I got it for you. I'll send it over.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. But, I think this field is missing, it still is after all these years, missing humor, missing a good time.
I agree.
don't see why like tonight I'll be talking about, Dulce, that bass, underground basses, Phil Schneider.
Oh, Phil Schneider. I can't do it. There we go. Phil Schneider.
Yeah. Phil Schneider. And then he's got the heart surgery scar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
I'll
a
be
good one.
talking about that and some other things. I'm putting the link in the chat room so people want to go check out IRL Rosie.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it's there.
Cool.
Yeah, I like promoting good people, and she's good people. She's from Hawaii, too. The Cousins brothers know her since she was a kid.
Oh, that's really cool. I didn't realize they were from Hawaii. That's awesome.
Yeah, I know, right? I almost moved to Hawaii last year.
Did you really?
Yeah. Almost went to go live right where the Cousins brothers where they would live. Yeah, they were saying, you should just come live out here. And I'm like, maybe I should. I got nothing holding me back. My dog passed away. I'm not married. Don't have a girlfriend. Let's do it.
There you go.
But I didn't.
You didn't.
Well, it would be difficult to see my parents.
That's
and
true.
They're getting old and like 80-ish. No, they're 80 and 80. So, yeah. So I moved to Florida to be close to them.
Yeah.
So Florida's like Hawaii.
It is true. It is. It is true. It's just a lot more vasectomies. Like, what is it with Florida and the billboards for vasectomies? What is this?
Say what?
You've never
What?
noticed all the vasectomy billboards in Florida?
I have not seen
You
that.
haven't? Okay, now you're going to see them everywhere because I said this.
Oh my God. Are you
Everywhere.
kidding?
No,
That
they're
is
everywhere.
strange.
It's like for a quick and fast vasectomy, call 1-800-vasectomy. I don't know what it is, but
Oh.
there's a lot of them.
Where? Cut above the rest. I don't
You're
know
good,
what that
kid.
means.
You're good.
Or don't they tie it? I think they tie it off, right? They tie off your,
They probably do probably
your
cut it. Yeah, I
vasect.
think so.
Yeah.
I think they probably just snip it, yeah, and cauterize it.
You
But
know, these
yeah,
people are wondering if we're going to have any more hearings and stuff, and there will be. There's going to be a lot more hearings on UFOs. I'm just curious as to, like, they literally started from nothing. So
Yeah.
all they can do is go up from here.
it's true. Oh my gosh! So last night I had Jim Goodall and Michael Schratt on, and Jim, who I love, like so Jim and I do a show every Monday on here, and yeah, Justin knows exactly where I'm going with this.
Oh,
Jim
no.
was livid with the hearings.
Well, I was on the three of us had a conversation on cousins on Third Phase of Moon.
Oh right, yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yes, I can't remember what he was just calling them, like these dum dums that were doing this. It was a joke. It was a.
See, I see myself in Jim Goodall. Like, I'll be a little more calmer when I get a little older, but
Yeah.
I'll be like him. I'll still be on fire
There you
about
go.
this field. All they do is hide shit.
Dave Hurley says population control. Don't get testy about it.
No, that's great.
And that's why I'm marrying that man.
It's very, every time somebody talks about, like, says the word testy or something, or I can almost feel it happening, you know. It's very sensitive.
You just feel it deep down below. You feel it.
It only takes one baseball to hit you there, and the rest is like never again, you know. It's like, all right, I'll wear a cup. And you never
Yeah.
forget that. It hurts just to think about it.
As you should. As you should. Protect those things.
I mean, who made us anyway to do that to us? It's so
I always thought that
ridiculous.
too. Like, this is not a good, like, evolutionary aspect to the human species. Like,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
just put
So we're
something
gonna
that
put-
aids in reproduction on the outside of our body.
Right. I was just going to say that. It's true. But it's amazing that, you know, there aren't more injuries and stuff like that. Anyway, why are we talking about that? I
'Cause-
brought it up. I didn't mean to.
It's okay. It's okay. No, I did. I brought it up with the vasectomies.
Oh, true. True.
But I want you
Oh.
to, like, just you'll see them and you're just gonna be like, damn it, Lynn, for real. So that's all you're gonna see when you're driving, especially on, like, no, it's everywhere. It's not just the highways. It's
I
everywhere.
can't believe that. And I read all that stuff
Do
when I'm
you?
driving around. Yeah, I love that. I have my camera with me if I ever see anything.
Now
Yeah.
all you're gonna see is vasectomy billboards.
I can't believe it. Maybe I'll call one of them up and see how much it costs just for the show. I don't know.
It's amazing. Oh my god. Oh, Richie, I can't believe I've got to get going. This sucks. I have so much fun talking with you. Thank you so much.
What do you got to go for? What are you doing?
I got to pick up my daughter.
Okay.
Dang it, kids. Kids, they're
Well, I
ruining.
I have my show anyway in 45
Yes, you
minutes.
do.
So
That's right. Yes, because it's 7 now. How do you like the 7 o'clock time slot? Are you going to stay with it?
I'm staying with it.
Yeah.
I like it because when I'm done, then I can go work out. And
Mm-hmm.
now I don't feel like I'm rushing. So I like it. Yeah.
That's the problem. You need to work out in the morning. You're waking yourself up by working out at night,
This is the morning.
but it doesn't have to be.
No. I've tried working out at 9 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
Then I come home, sit down, and fall asleep till 5. So I can't win. I can't turn it around. But thanks for having me on. It went by so fast.
It did. Aw.
I hope
Well, I know.
everybody
I'm
had a good
glad,
time.
I'm glad you came on. We'll definitely have to do it again because
Wow, 60-something people?
it was like 70. I think that's the
What?
most I've gotten on the new channel. I know. I'm very excited. Thank
I
you.
put it on my Facebook and Twitter. Hopefully people would come, and also Tumblr and other places. So good.
Wow,
That's awesome,
Tumblr,
man.
Tinder, all the places.
told you not to say anything. Thanks. Great.
So sorry. He's not there. I'm just kidding. Totally not.
Okay, you were just kidding. All right, good. Hey, hey, I checked out those dating websites and
Yeah?
tried meeting somebody there about a month ago, and
No?
I got rid of them. Nope, it was really bad. I'll talk to you. I never talked to anybody. It's all fake. Everything I
Yeah.
was getting was fake. Like,
Yes.
that's not a real person. That's not a real. Then you see one that looks real, and then they're like, "Oh, why don't you go check me on my What's Up app?" And I'm like, ugh. Anyway,
Can't do it.
ufology. We're gonna be making changes to ufology. Never. It'll never get any better. It'll always be
Nope.
what it is.
Yeah,
But we'll
you're
keep
right.
trying to let people know what the truth is. And Gufon is truthology for ufology.
That's right.
And
It
I hope
is. And
people
you just
come
keep
by.
doing you. People always come by.
I hope they do tonight. No, don't. It'll be boring tonight because I've given you the best I got. And
It's
now,
Phil Schneider. It can't be boring. I mean, we got
Phil.
aliens, we got laser guns, we've got fingers getting chopped off, we got weird mutilated things. It's going to be good.
And a strange death. Yep.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. How does one strangle oneself with one's own catheter? Let's hope it wasn't in first and foremost, because that's a painful death if that's the case. But yeah,
Oh, you had to mention that.
Sorry.
See?
I just
I
keep
can
going
feel
down
it.
there today. I don't know what my problem is.
Dave? I wouldn't go to the doctor if I were you.
Oh my God.
He's going to come out of there and he's going to think he's going in for a checkup and he's come out and his tubes are tied.
No, mine are tied. I had 3 kids, and with a third C-section, I was like, tie them. No more. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah. Just
Well,
thought I'd share. We were talking about your nether region, so I thought I'd share.
I can't have kids. I'm barren.
Oh, well.
No, I don't even know if I can be. No, I don't know. I may have a kid somewhere.
You
Anyway.
might. A little
Huh?
Richie out there, that would be amazing.
That would be so cool if like one day I get an email or somebody comes knocking on the door. I'm your son. He'll be like 25 by now, I'm sure of it. 30, he'll kick my ass and shit. He'll probably be some millionaire.
You're like, yes, you are my son. Yes,
Yes, I am
Come
your
in.
father. Your mother was a whore. Don't talk about my mother.
Oh my God.
Then
No,
he'll
he's
see the
millionaire.
alien hanging in my home, and he'll be like, "Oh, you're into UFOs too? I was abducted once." And then the bond happens. Until next time,
Oh my God.
Little Richie. Yeah, I had a bowling ball with the name Little Richie on it.
Did you really? That's
Yeah, Little Richie, and the other one was Dickie Doo.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't do it.
Named
They
your
were
balls.
gifts.
That's
They were
nice.
gifted. I was professional bowler. Bet you didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I used
Were
to
you
teach
really?
bowling to like 10, 12-year-olds, yeah, on the weekends.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, it was very good.
So
Very
do
good at
bowlers
bowling.
have like a cool name, or were you just Little Richie? Like, what was do you have like a bowling name?
No.
No.
I was Richie G. Everybody called me Richie G.
Well, that's
Or
your name.
Giordano, or yeah.
Yeah.
I always heard Giordano Lane 14. It's open. All right. Had
Professional
my own
bowler.
shoes. Had my own rosin bag, my own ball cleaner. Yeah, I mean, it's an expensive hobby.
Well, you gotta have clean balls. I mean, otherwise, what's the point?
Get a vasectomy.
Right. Go to Florida. You'll be fine.
I'm already there.
There you go.
I'm a little scared.
Oh my God. I know.
I'm protecting the jewels.
She's gonna be wearing the cup at all times now.
I am. I'm wearing it now. I'm not.
It's
Well, we
with
better
your
go.
psychic ability.
Don't we have to go?
We do, yes. But quit making me laugh. Knock it off. God. Yes. Artemis has some parting advice. Clean those balls, folks. Yes.
Oh. Okay. Oh, never mind. I just got a message that I need to do something on my show.
Okay. Well, I will let you go. But everybody, yes. I mean, you guys are all here to see Rich anyway, so go check Rich out at 7.
They're
He's
here to
coming on.
see us.
They are. Yes, you're here to see us. Totally.
Not in
Thank
that
you.
way. But
It's very generous. No,
Dave's
of course.
here. Dave's here.
That's-
Is Dave there with you?
He's in the other room. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
He's literally like behind me in the other room.
You guys live together?
No, he goes back and forth between here and Ohio because he's still in Ohio. It's like half and half. He's still here half the time. He's still there. Still half
Oh,
and half.
that's nice.
Yeah, because he's got some stuff in Ohio. He still has his band in Ohio, and he's got a house in Ohio. So we're going to eventually move to Ohio.
I was just going to ask you that. Okay.
Yeah, once my kids graduate. So
Wow, Ohio of all places.
I know. Well, that's where we met.
Where are you
My dad
now?
was stationed at Wright Pat.
Oh,
Where am I now?
yeah.
I'm in Massachusetts.
All right. Yeah. All right. Do you know I met more people from Massachusetts this year than any other time in history?
Really?
You're about
Weird.
7th or 8th person I've met this year.
Huh.
I'm not even joking.
Huh.
I'll send
That
you
is
the
very
list.
weird. I don't know why.
Yeah, I know. It's
Maybe
well,
more
I know
people
why,
in
but I'll
Mass?
tell you later.
Okay, yeah. Yes, I know. Dave's mom is sick, so yeah. He's such a
Aw.
good son. He's a good son. But
All right.
anyways,
Thank
yes.
you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming on. It's
Yeah,
always
you'll have
fun.
to come on my show never.
Yes. I would love that invitation. Thank you.
I said, no, really, you should come on. No, you should. We'll have you
Whatever.
on
Now I
soon.
don't want to. After that, no.
Oh, it
Totally.
worked.
I will
Okay,
come on
good.
anytime.
That's fine. What are we going to talk about anyway?
I don't know. Have you ever heard all of my weird, crazy experiences? I would be one of those people you dislike. See,
No,
now what
I
will
know
you do?
some of. No,
Have this
no.
cognitive dissonance.
You will probably be shocked on what if we had a conversation not on the air, but maybe then we can have it. But I will explain to you, it's not as bad as you think.
I
Some
don't
things
think
have-
that.
Things have happened to me in the last couple of years that I didn't believe could ever happen, and they happened. So I am being drawn into more of like, oh shit.
It's a dark side where I reside.
The
Okay.
woo might be somewhat real, but man, oof. I don't
All right.
like it. It made me very angry, and I still, because it's so hard for me, I still dismiss things, and I'm like, even though I know what I saw, I'm dismissing it still. It's like
Yeah.
I need to see it again, and
I know.
it's only
I
when
get
you
it.
least expect it.
I get it. It took me literally about 7 years when I first started realizing what was going on, like 7 years of processing things to like fully accept it. And I would say fully, but there were still days where I'm like, yep, it happened. So I get it, but we'll talk. We will talk.
Yeah, we will. We'll have a good show next time you come on.
All right. Sounds
Oh
good.
yeah, that's right. I was supposed to have you on like 2 weeks ago, and we never got back to that conversation.
It's okay.
That's just me.
I took it personally. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's
No,
me. I forget.
It's
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
And
And I
everybody,
will. I
thanks
can't
for
wait to
hanging
see your
out.
show tonight.
Pardon?
Sorry, I'm talking over you. I can't wait to see your show tonight. I'm looking forward to the Phil Schneider. Schneider.
It's going to be boring.
It's not. It's going to be great. Stop it.
No, it will be boring. You got to give them low expectations. Then when they get there, they're like, "Oh, it's better than what he said it would be."
Oh, that's a good tactic, actually. I like it. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave you
So-
with this passing thought. Be one with the woo.
And
You're one
don't
with
come
the
to the show tonight. You won't like it.
Yeah.
It's true. They won't. They will hate it.
They
All
will
right.
not hate it.
I
They
know.
will
I ran that joke into the ground. Have a good night.
Thank you. You
Be
too.
safe. And alien bless.
I don't even know what that means, but I like it.
Well,
I dig
people
it.
say God bless. I
God
just
bless.
said alien bless.
Yes. Well, thank you. And
Capiche?
may the alien be with you. Or I don't know. I don't do church. I don't.
No, that's okay. That was a good. That works.
Like peace be with you, right? Isn't that something
Yeah.
they say in church? Yes.
Yeah.
I
May the
hated that.
woo be with you,
May the woo be with
and also with woo.
you. That's
All right, we'll
the
end
one.
it there.
That's the one. All right. Thanks, Richie.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Yes. That's all I could say. To aliens bless. They might. Yes. Namaste, Nina. All right. Bye, guys. Go see Rich in a little over half an hour. Bye. I'll see you there.
You down on the softly spoken clouds and oceans that delight, but you're right down the path I know too well. You're right, you're right, but in my head there's a picture of me finding who I am and who I should be. I've lost myself in the insanity. I'm out on a limb, now I'm finally free. Slow me down, though the past is broken. Hope has opened a new bright, but you're right down the path I know too well. You're right, you're right, but in my head there's a picture of me finding who I am and who I should be. I've lost myself in the insanity. I'm out on a limb, now I'm finally free. But in my head there's a picture of me finding who I am and who I should be. I've lost myself in the insanity.